कोई सेवे गो सैया, कोई अलाए, कोई बोले राम राम, कोई खुदाए, कोई सेवे गो सैया, कोई अलाए.
Salim Merchant and Harshdeep Kaur, both of you have teamed up with another singer, Vipul, for this very soothing devotional song called Koi Bole Ram Ram, which I think is your gift to the world on the occasion of Guru Nanak Dev's birthday. So when you all started work on this song, these are of course the hymns which were created by fifth Guru Arjan Dev Ji.
That's right. That's right. And actually, ये इसकी कल्पना हुई थी. इसकी we decided to. During Lodi I went to Amritsar. Every year I go to Amritsar once in the year. And this time I decided to go around Lodi. And when I went to Darbar Sahib at the Golden Temple, and when I bowed down and I put my head down at the Granth Sahib, and I felt like this time for Bhoomi I must do a Shabad. Shabad is a is something that is very close to me. I always feel very devotional when I listen to it. And I remember meeting Harshdeep years ago at a function, and meeting Harshdeep at a function some years ago, and we had decided to do this devotional Shabad, some devotional Shabad, and I wanted to make it part of Bhoomi as a project, because Bhoomi always has a devotional side to it as well. And because I was at Amritsar and I felt very devotional in my heart. I felt like I must do something. And that place and the aura of Darbar Sahib is so beautiful that it really brings you in a beautiful space. And I decided right at that time that this year in Bhoomi I must do a Shabad with Harshdeep. And at that time, Vipul was with me. Vipul is from Amritsar. He was with me. And I told him at that point, that I hope that I get the inspiration to do something devotional, with Sikhism. Because I was there and I felt like I must do something. Bas yahi tha, and like I started thinking about what I should do, and I came across this beautiful Shabad, which is Koi Bole Ram Ram, Koi Khudaye. Koi save go saya, koi Allah. And the words are so beautiful. It is very reflective of the times that we are going through right now, of unity and peace, and a feeling of togetherness. And I felt like it's a thing. It's a Shabad that really touched my heart in a very beautiful way, and I felt like I should do it.
A large part of song success comes with how easy the lyrics are to the ears. Do you think listeners, even those who don't understand Punjabi language or the culture, will connect with this song?
Oh, most definitely. It's devotional music has been going on for centuries and will continue to go on for centuries. Whether it's a kirtan, a shabad, a naat, a bhajan, whatever. It is, all devotional music has a lot of power. It has a lot of emotion that connects to all human beings. It doesn't matter what faith it is from. It really connects humankind in a very, very strong way. And I'm very certain that this will reflect upon any faith. This Shabad is about all faiths. It's because it says that humanity is the biggest faith, actually. And what it really says, this Shabad has such a deep meaning, and it's so reflective of our times.
Harshdeep, do you have a personal connection, especially with this Shabad?
Yes, definitely, Vishalji. I have heard this Shabad a lot of times, and there is this one version sung by the great Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Sahab also, which is my personal favorite. और मेरी दिली तमन्ना थी कि मैं भी कभी इस शब्द को गाऊं, और आई थिंक रब ने मेरी सुन ली, एंड सलीम कॉल्ड मी that let's do a shabad together, and when I asked him कि आप कौन सा शब्द करने वाले हैं, so he said कोई बोले राम राम. I said wow, it's like actually God heard me, and he knew what I really wanted. So doing this shabad is actually, as Salim said, it's very reflective of the times today. I think I would say it's a much needed shabad today, लोग उसको सुने और इसके एसेंस को समझे कि वो क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं। ऐसी खामखा के झगड़े होते रहते हैं आजकल धर्मों के पीछे, आज के टाइम पे भी ऐसे धर्मों के पीछे झगड़े हो रहे हैं जो नहीं होने चाहिए। सो वी रियली होप कि थोड़ा सा ये कंट्रीब्यूट करे शब्द इन चेंजिंग दैट नेगेटिविटी. So yes, I have a personal connection with this Shabad, and just because how meaningful it is from the Gurbani, और ये कितने सालों पहले लिखा गया है, गुरु अर्जन देव जी ने लिखा है, but it is so relevant even today and in the coming years. And the day I heard the composition, जो इस गाने की धुन बनाई है सलीम ने, I was in the car traveling, और मैंने सिर्फ हेडफोन्स लगा के ये भी सुना ही था उसका फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट, एंड आई वाज इन टीयर्स, और बस मैं उसको बार बार प्ले करती रही. आई kept playing it on loop because I didn't want it to stop. It was so divine, it was so soothing, it was so peaceful. मैं जितनी तारीफ करूँ उतनी कम है. और वाकई language is no bar when it comes to devotional music. For example, I've sung Ek Onkar. There's so many people who don't even understand Punjabi, but they tell me that we wake up to your voice listening to Ek Onkar every morning. या जब हमारा बच्चा सो नहीं रहा होता हम एक ओंकार लगाते हैं तो बच्चा सो जाता है पीसफुली. या जब हम दुखी होते हैं हम आपका चौपाई साहब सुनते हैं. इवन आई लिसन टू हनुमान चालीसा और डिफरेंट आई वुड से सूफी पोएम्स और सूफी सॉन्ग्स, जिसके शायद मुझे मीनिंग ना पता हो, लेकिन वो म्यूजिक में ही ऐसी पावर है जो आपको एक अलग ही दुनिया में ले जाता है, एंड यू फॉरगेट ऑल योर वरीज. सो आई थिंक दिस शब्द हैज that power and it will connect to everybody.
3 years ago, I think in 2019, you gave us Sadguru Nanak Ayane. I thought that will become a tradition where you all be dropping one song every Guru Nanak's birthday. Was there a plan?
No, it was a very special occasion because it was 550th year of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's birthday. तो वो एक खास मौका था, बट हमारी कोशिश रहेगी कि हम हर साल निकालें. मतलब वो ऐसी चीज थी कि वो अपने आप ही होती गई. आप जान के जब करना चाहें तो शायद ना हो, लेकिन वो मौका ही ऐसा था, वो ओकेजन ही ऐसा था कि सब अपने आप ही, आप कह सकते हो, सब कुछ हो गया. सो वो स्पेशल ईयर के लिए वो स्पेशल शब्द था.
When the world was battling COVID outbreak in March 2020, you released a prayer called Tati Wow Na Lage, and I think Amitabh tweeted about it, and it made him emotional. So, are there more collaboration plans with Salim? Maybe an album full of prayers?
We can think about it right after this call.
Yeah, I've always worked with Harshdeep on many songs. We did. I was part of Nanakai, Nanakai, which was the song which we did on Guru Purab 550th Guru Purab. इसके हमने obviously band baja barat में we worked on the Bari Barsi, which was a complete wedding song, and Harshdeep is so versatile. Whether it is a shadi song or it's a romantic song. She sung Zalema, of course, for Pritam, and she sung so many other beautiful songs. Very recently, she did a Bidai song, in a film. Dilbaro, which is such a beautiful song. So she's very versatile as a singer. Of course, we've heard her in devotional space many times. Of her Ek Onkar in her voice has become really popular, and so many other romantic songs. Heer, the song which she sang for Yaar. Of course, we want to work with her on many occasions when it comes to devotional music, but not only devotional music. We want to work with her on many other songs because she's very versatile. She has a strong voice. She can also blend into a very beautiful soft tone. When she wants to project her voice in a powerful way, she can do that. And she understands because she is also a musician. She plays piano and harmonium, and she has a great musical background. It's very easy to work with her. First of all, last year in Bhoomi we did a song called Jallianwala, which Shore Police did with her, and that was a very powerful song which she delivered so beautifully. So she's, like I said, she's very versatile. We would like to do more and more work with her.
But
thank you so much. I'm blushing now. बहुत तारीफ कर दिया आपने.
Both of you have given some of the classic devotional songs. So as a creator, what is that pulls you most towards the devotional music?
I've always grown up listening to devotional music. My childhood has gone up. I grew up listening to devotional music. My father was a composer. He made a lot of devotional music, and so it's been in the family for a while. And I've been very attracted to that form of music. Chahe wo kavali ho, chahe wo kirtan ho, or whether it's a bhajan or it's a any kind of devotional music, it resonates. In my school, I was playing a organ, like a church organ, because when I was studying piano in my earlier years, I was, playing hymns in my school with my choir. So it's always been part of my growing up days, and I'm still reflecting upon it.
But digressing a bit from our topic today, but today we are seeing a rise of K-pop as a creator or force behind some of the iconic or evergreen songs. Do you think Indian music or composers need to reinvent in order to keep Gen Z or youth of today interested, considering that they are already drawn to Western music or and popular music like K-pop?
Vishal, all kinds of music can coexist. There is an audience, and there is there are listeners from all different types. We don't need to say that ye nahi ho sakta, or ye acha nahi ho raha hai, or that's not so great, or whatever. I think what's great about music right now is that people are listening to all types. If I like devotional music, I also like K-pop. I can also listen to jazz. I can also listen to Hindi film, Bollywood music. So there's nothing like there's today a listener is exposed to a lot of stuff thanks to all the different platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, etc., etc., etc. So there's room for everything.
I think he's right. There are listeners for every kind of music, but as musicians, we should do what we really like and what we really believe in. And if it is really good, it'll find its audience. We can't keep impressing everybody or the young generation. But as young ourselves, like we are also from the young generation, we can just inspire them by doing that kind of music so that they listen to good music in future. We
You
can
know,
just set an example.
to both of you, what is your take on labels dropping mixtapes and diss tracks? How would you react if you find tomorrow your track is recreated with this format?
They better recreate it in a nice way.
Listen, honestly, it's fine. I mean, everybody is doing whatever their heart tells them. Some people are doing it for music, some people are doing it for commercial purposes. One thing great is that, like, if you, as a creator, if your heart is large, you must be open to everything. I personally don't like recreations. If somebody asks me to recreate something, I say no, unless there's a specific purpose for it. Let's say I'm doing Band Baja Barat 2, and somebody wants me to recreate, like for instance, I'm doing Disco Dancer. Okay, I'm working on the musical Disco Dancer, and we have to recreate Bapida's music for that musical, right? So there is a purpose for it. If there is a purpose why we have to recreate, it makes sense. If you're just
Yes.
making a song, if somebody is making Dilli Saath after Dilli Che, and then you can use Masakali, it makes sense. But if you just use Masakali without any Dilli Saath or Dilli Art, then it doesn't make sense.
Is there a plan to do Disco Dancer too?
Disco Dancer, we are already doing as a stage musical in the UK. It's the entire thing is live. It's exactly like a Broadway musical. We are doing this in the UK with live singing, music, dancing. The entire film is going to be on stage. All the songs, Awa Awa, I'm a disco dancer, Koi Yahan Nache Nache, Jimmy
Wow.
Jimmy Aja Aja, Yaad Aa Raha Hai. And we've created 2 original songs for that musical.
Both of you have been doing a lot of concerts lately. So, which are the songs that you select to end your concerts with?
First, Harshdeep. Harshdeep, aap bolo.
Well, my concerts always, mostly they end with Jugani ji, and people always ask for Kabira again, and a lot of Punjabi songs. But yeah, mostly Jugani ji is the song that I end with.
We have 2 endings. When I do when I do a college, when we do a wedding or a big function, Indian function, we end it with Avi Avi Lut Gaya. If I'm doing a big college or a ticketed concert in India or outside India, I finish it with Shakti India.
Salim, you're a champion of fusion music. Your songs have always been celebrating diversity. But how do you maintain the cultural sensitivity when you're working on a song which come from a place or culture that you are very less aware of?
I first of all only do a song, attempt to do a song with the culture when I'm aware of the culture. I don't just generally jump into some song just like that. I remember in fashion I had done that. I'd gone to Morocco for a holiday. I witnessed Moroccan music and Arabic music, and that's why I was inspired, and I'd come back and worked on a film called Fashion. तो मैंने सोचा कि it would be nice for me to sort of infuse it. I don't generally just do that without having knowledge and a good ear for it. So I make sure that I know the genre or the culture before I attempt.
Thank you so much and best of luck. And in the end, may I please request you to give us few lines of your another very soothing and heart-touching devotional track, Sadhguru Nanak Ayane, that was released 3 years ago.
Yes, why not? So Sadhguru Nanak Ayane completed 3 years on this 1st of November. Uski kuch lines I'll definitely sing and thank the audience for making it such a huge success. नानक आया कल तारन गुरु नानक आया कल तारन गुरु नानक आया चलो चल रल मिल दर्शन करिए सतगुरु नानक आए ने चलो चल भव सागर मिल तरिए कलयुग तारन आए ने चलो चल रल मिल दर्शन करिए सतगुरु नानक आए ने बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया थैंक यू